I'm Pastor Rick, and this is Straight Talk on Scripture. Thank you for joining me, and if you enjoy these videos, please take a moment to like and subscribe. Well, what I want to talk about today is this. You know, recently, there's a comedian, his name is Bill Maher, and he's extremely left-leaning. Some of you may know of him, some of you may like him, some of you may not like him. I find him very clever in a lot of ways, although I don't agree with most of what he says. But recently, he said something that I agree with. And it's this. He says he does not want to live in a country where he looks at half of the population and hates them for what they believe. I couldn't agree more. I realize we're in a very divisive time, with politics leaning on the left, politics leaning on the right, and that there's a divide that has become hateful and even violent. But you know what? We don't have to play into that. Yeah, of course, if somebody attacks you, of course you should defend yourself. But think about it. Do you want to live in a country where you hate half the people? I don't. And so what's the answer? The answer is don't hate. The answer is live a life of forgiveness. The answer is live a life of prayer. The answer is think what Jesus would do. And so as you're coming into contact with people, either on social media, you see their posts on Facebook, or you hear their conversation, make a decision not to hate them for what they believe, but to pray for them. First of all, to forgive them if they've offended you. Secondly, to pray that God gives them what they need. He blesses them with what they need. Remember, praying that way isn't affirming their behavior. It's merely putting them in God's hands, who loves them just as much as he loves you, and asking God to give them what they need. Well, I don't agree with most of what Bill Maher says, but I definitely agree that I don't want to live in a country where I hate half of the people in the country. I refuse to. So as for me and my house, we're going to love our neighbor. We're going to do what the scripture says, which says this: as much as it's possible for me, I'm going to live with my fellow man in peace. Well, I hope I've given you something to think about. I'm Pastor Rick. Remember, with Jesus, there's always hope, there's always love. God bless you. I'll see you soon.